of the plot, hit that bell, cause the tea don't stop. She don't miss nothing, got the scoop on lock. Spilling all the tea while it's still too hot. Lakeysha Keysha, queen of the plot, hit that bell, cause the tea don't stop.
Hey y'all, so we are back. I just love those songs. Do y'all? Well, listen, without further ado, baby, your girl Britt Eady. Now listen, Britt done exposed herself, because when I tell y'all the receipts is coming out about this young lady, I bet one thing she probably wishes, and that is that she probably wish she never was on the Real Housewives, honey, because let's get into these receipts.
Please, I don't have any time for any gossip now. Eh? Yes.
I don't even know where to begin, but I want to touch on this, and I'm not going to share my screen to show you guys that. But earlier I had did a video and we talked about her license, right? So I want to clarify that. Now, the license that she has, she is not able to use because she is not affiliated with a company. The companies on that particular list that I showed y'all, they have all terminated the relationship with her, which means the license that she does have, she's not able to use. So it's simple. The girl lied, because the license that you have, you cannot use those because you're not associated with a company. So I just wanted to clarify that. Because if you guys notice on that sheet, it said that they were terminated. Those were the contracts that she had with those individual organizations, which again, it's still, with regards to her saying that she was under investigation, that is a complete lie. There was no investigation. That was all a lie. And that was just something she used pretty much, I guess, for storyline. But listen, y'all, I done received a lot of information about Britt Eady, because as Kenya said, we bitches.
What is it?
So who is this hoe?
We need to find out who is this. Oh, okay. So y'all, let's get into these receipts. Because we had, talked about her, what is this thing she has? She has some kind of, what do I want to call it? Some kind of boot camp where she's teaching people how to, I guess, sell insurance, although she can't really sell. Well, she can't sell insurance, but she has some kind of business where she's selling insurance, and it is seeming like it's a scam, one of them little scammer type things. Well, let's kind of get into it, because this guy described it very, very well. So let's kind of get into what he had to say before I get into what I really want to show y'all. This guy described it really well.
Happened here, but there was another poster board that really stood out to me that was not shown. Do you guys remember when this all went down and people that were at this event were leaking photos from the situation? And there was a photo here of a poster board that said insurance fraud hoe. And then there's some text and some article. You obviously can't read it, but last night's episode, we see Angela kind of call out Britt, not for lying so much, but asking her, well, why would they just take your license away without cause? What was the cause? And then obviously we saw her snap, but essentially we know that she doesn't have her insurance agency anymore. And in fact, she was with Allstate under, their umbrella for 3 years before she ended up selling that agency. And now she has a whole agency, as she calls it, called Jumpstart, or Agency Jumpstart. It's basically a masterclass on how you can be a successful insurance agent, owner, whatever, by following her blueprint. And you guys know I'm very nosy. You guys know this. So I went through and I dug through the entire website. I went through disclaimers, refund policy, went through all the bits. I did everything except buy this masterclass. And here are all the major red flags. And I'm going to say this up front. Don't ever buy anyone's course, okay? Don't. Most of the time, the things that are in those courses you can find online. You just got to do a little bit more digging. But if you really want to learn, the information is out there. Now let's get into this website and all the red flags. So first thing that stood out to me, this entire website, everything about this masterclass is so super vague. No clear outline of any of the deliveries, of the formats or modules or any of that stuff. So essentially the user has no way of assessing the value of this product before opening their wallets. Red flag number 2, no verified reviews or testimonials, not even any fake ones from any of her friends. I mean, no students have bought your course yet. I mean, I think this website opened in 2023 or something, or at least that's when the disclaimer was written. And there's no social proof, nobody, not even a Facebook group, nothing. There is a very much heavy reliance on her personal success, although she doesn't really map out what those actually are. So here's what I'm going to say. If you actually want to be an insurance agent or own your own agency, if you just contact State Farm, Allstate, Nationwide, any of them, they have programs where they will essentially teach you everything you need to know and then help you open your agency for free. It's very limited contact information on there, so it's very vague. There's no phone number, there's no physical address, and it comes off more like a sales funnel website rather than an actual like educational platform, because they use these buzzwords like once in a lifetime opportunity and get my secret sauce. There's not even any real educational credentials as she's listed. And I know she went to college, so at the very least you could put that in there, or at least talk about your experiences when you had your own agency as an insurance agent. But this is the best part. Strictly no refunds, guys. That's right. You're not going to be able to see anything about how the course works until you buy it. But if you get in there and realize this is all stuff I could have Googled, well, too bad, so sad. And if you buy into any of her subscription models and you try it out for 2 days and you're like, this has no value, well, you're still going to be stuck paying the entire month. There's no prorated refunds either. And in the disclaimer, these are also red flags. They are saying we have zero accountability for anything you see in there, or if the links that we have to other places to give you the information and they do something shady, we are not responsible, so don't come over here. And I've not seen any type of press or any type of media surrounding this company, whatever it is. So again, I wonder, is this going to be a theme throughout the season? Is this where the ladies start to pick up on maybe there's something off about this girl?
Well, that's interesting because I believe that that is going to be part of the storyline with regards to who is.
So, who this bitch is?
Who is this hoe? Okay. Let's kind of get into something else, y'all, because I want to show you guys this stuff before I kind of get into it. Now, that guy was basically saying that her website, in so many words, looked it to be fraudulent. He also said that it looked like the website did not come about until 2023, which is seemingly suspect that you have been selling insurance for all of these years, but yet your website is fairly new. So that is pretty much what the guy was saying. And basically how he explained everything was absolutely correct. A lot of the courses that you guys see, you really can find the stuff yourself if you just do the work online. But for me, if I do a course, it's simply because I just don't want to take the time to look for it online. But what he said was absolutely correct. But what I also want to share with y'all is I want you all to pay attention to, how Britt is actually taking all of this publicity that she's getting. She is loving it, honey. She says obsession, verb, past tense, obsess, past, what is it? Past obsessed, preoccupied, or feel the mind. So anywho, she's, you know, basically saying the world is obsessed with her, and they dragging her for filth and saying, girl, you are obsessed with Kenya. But here's the deal. Claudia had something to say, y'all, and I want to get into what Claudia had to say.
I don't like you on the show. I think you bring very much ghetto energy. I can't take your very nasally sounding nose, the way you talk. It's just like, whoever did that, please open up those nasal passages. It's too much. Like, it's like, how does your husband's a saint? I don't like you anymore. The way you busted, how we are protecting Angela Oakley and all costs, by all means. Okay. Angela didn't even ask me anything that was negative or mean. She said, I'm a broker too. Like, how does that happen? And I did my research. Well, a little bit of research. There's a LinkedIn page for Britt and her company that she was doing her insurance stuff with, right? And I contacted a real estate agent as well, and also someone that is in the mortgage brokerage business, Britt Eady. According to her LinkedIn page, she was with Allstate full time, and that was from January of 2020 to April of 2023, 3 years and 4 months. So it says that she's been done doing it. So I don't know if she lost her license from this incident or she just, I don't know. And I also talked to someone that said, I said, so can you lose before you get all panties in the bunch, Britt? I don't like you on the show. I think you bring very much ghetto energy. I can't take your very nasally sounding nose, the way you talk.
So basically what Claudia was saying is that, again, this girl is lying. There's no way that she could have lost any license based on some picture that was shown at her event. It makes no sense. Frankly, as I said before, they would have to do an investigation, and nobody is doing an investigation on her with regards to a picture, you know, that she took years ago, which has nothing. Even if she took the picture today, it has no bearing at all on her license. So pretty much what Claudia was saying is, hey, I did my investigation as well, and this girl is lying. It's pretty much what Claudia is saying. And I don't know if you guys were able to catch this, but this is something Angela Oakley said. And I'm just really loving Angela right now. Angela said, for your information, this is the case for any state licensed real estate mortgage insurance. She's correct, because I have several licenses and it is pretty much the same process. And Angela, she says, state licensure in Georgia requires a just cause for investigation, meaning the licensing board must have a valid reason, such as a violation of laws or rules, to initiate a probe into a licensee's conduct. I hold 2 professional licenses. My question still stands. And I'm right with you, Angela. I hold 2 separate professional licenses, and she is absolutely correct. No licensing authority is holding over your head something that has nothing to do with it, because they can't just suspend your license. They have to give you a written reason, and then you can also challenge it. So the girl is lying. And also, I received some very suspect emails, and I don't know what this is, but did you all know that she had something going on with Stevie J? Because somebody sent me this, and yeah, I don't know what that is supposed to be, but yeah, something was allegedly, well, it's not allegedly, because that is a picture of her and Stevie J. So they're saying that Stevie and her had something going on. I guess she was a video girl with him, which kind of elaborates on the pictures that she has that's floating around. Now, I want to show y'all something else, because somebody actually sent me this, but then I was able to find it. Well, they sent me the link to it, and I was like, dang. So this chick is out here bad, and she being exposed. So she has a past, and it looks like, Kenya, when I said in my last video, Kenya was vindicated, I was simply saying what Kenya was saying about this girl was true. She just went about it the wrong way. She picked the wrong, situation to expose somebody's pictures. And frankly, Kenya could have found another thing to do. I don't know what was going on with that, but let's get into this right here.
Partnered up with 10 House Magazine, the president, with the owner. No. And doing a, 10 House Magazine, the president, with the owner. And I'm doing a, 10 House Magazine, the president, with the owner. And doing a, 10 House Magazine, the president, with the owner. And I'm doing a, 10 House Magazine, the president, with the owner. And I'm doing a, 10 House Magazine, the president, with the owner. And I'm doing a, 10 House Magazine, the president, with the owner. And I'm doing a, 10 House Magazine, the president, with the owner. And I'm doing a, 10 House Magazine, the president, with the owner. And I'm doing a, 10 House Magazine, the president, with the owner. And I'm doing a, 10 House Magazine, the president, with the owner. And I'm doing a, 10 House Magazine, the president, with the owner. And I'm doing a, 10 House Magazine, the president, with the owner. And I'm doing a, 10 House Magazine, the president, with the owner. And I'm doing a, 10 Ho
All right, let me, for some reason it didn't share. So
And we'll find your next penthouse pets, 8 of them, 8 cities. 8 mansions. You know what I'm saying? 20 to 30 ladies each.
So I'm gonna have my whip.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
That's what
What was the title you came on?
The sexy curator. So I'm the pet wrangler.
Yes. So she's the pet wrangler, and you know what I'm saying? She's gonna wrangle.
I'm gonna.
Wrangle penthouse pets, you know? I'm excited about this, you know?
I'm gonna be like the house mom.
Speaking of Kelly and my partner, you know what I'm saying? We going in, man. My partner, Power Move Entertainment, along with Penthouse, along with, Good Guy Productions.
Good guy.
Yeah. That's the name of my production company.
Oh, I
Good
love
Guy
it.
Productions. Good Guy Productions. With Penthouse, I partnered up with Penthouse Magazine, the president, with the owner.
No.
And
so let me kind of stop it just a little bit. So if you guys see on here, that's why I said she is being dragged at this point. It says receipt 1. The whole Britt Eady was a part of the Penthouse Sex magazine, and she was set to be on a show with Stevie J called Penthouse Pets. And this, somebody sent this to me, and let's kind of listen one more time. I just wanted to set the stage, and y'all see Claudia. Claudia is in every comment, honey, so she be finding them.
No, I'm gonna be like the house mom.
speaking of Kelly and my partner, you know what I'm saying? We going in, man. My partner, Power Move Entertainment, along with Penthouse, along with, Good Guy Productions.
Good guy.
Yeah. That's the name of my production company.
Oh, I
Good
love
Guy
it.
Productions. Good
I
Guy
love
Productions. With Penthouse, I partnered up with Penthouse Magazine, the president, with the owner.
So y'all see where people are going with this. Britt seems to have a very troubled past, and people were saying that in the comments with regards to, she's from a very rough part here. Anytime a teenager is, able to tell you that she took some pictures with her boyfriend or video pictures, putting, y'all know what I mean. That's a little bit, that's too much. You're a little bit too young for that. Now, it looks like whoever this person is said that she blocked him, but let's get into this, y'all.
Pistol with me always.
Security that's at the gas station?
I only go to gas stations that have security there. I only go to the same gas station if I'm in the city.
Yeah.
So it's every time, and I keep my pistol with me always.
Security that's at the gas station?
I only go to gas stations that have security there. I only go to the same gas station if I'm in the city.
Yeah.
So it's every.
Well, I don't know what to say, y'all. This girl is giving ratchet, ghetto, hood, hoe, everything you can think of. She's giving it. And somebody put on here, so bravo, y'all gonna accept gun violence over nudity. This whole Britt carries her pew with her everywhere. So at the reunion, should the ladies be prepared to dodge bullets? She is being dragged, y'all. In the comments, don't do her no justice. So I feel like this girl is not going to be back. Like, she will not be back. There's no way that this chick is going to be back. This chick needs to be on baddies. Y'all, let's get into it one more time.
Always.
Security that's at the gas station?
I only go to gas stations that have security there. I only go to the same gas station if I'm in the city.
Yeah.
So it's every time, and I keep my pistol.
Y'all heard it. She said she keeps her pistol. Like, I mean, did you not hear that? She says she keeps her pow with her wherever she go and at all times, which is really interesting because this is what I was told. I was also told that allegedly there is some video online of her pulling the pow out on somebody else in Atlanta. Now, I haven't saw it. I don't know if it's true, but that is what I've been told. But now as I start to read and learn more about this girl is a mess. She is trouble, not justifying anything that Kenya did, but this girl is a hood rat. I'm just going to tell it to you like it is. I don't know how this girl was able to swarm past bravo and present herself as if she is something that she's not. Also, I don't believe, somebody said that something online said that she was worth 2 or 3 million. I don't believe that. Anybody can pay to get that stuff put online. I don't believe she has much of anything. I don't know if y'all paid attention to her house. Her house was borderline basic. And if you guys, and I'm not shaming her house, I'm just pretty much saying that she don't have it like that. I mean, you see her driving a Rolls Royce, but as I did in another video that I did, which was against the Married to Medicine, Quad Web, anybody can get a Rolls Royce, so that's nothing. I don't believe she has what she portrays because her house is empty. If you guys paid attention, her house actually looks like she probably just moved in. It doesn't look very lived in. I believe this life that she's showing is one that she put together or threw together for this show because, again, with regards to her class, the guy is saying that website was just created in 2023. So why is her website just being created in 2023 if she's been doing this for as many years as she portrays? So I don't know what y'all think about this chick, but I believe Kenya was onto something. And maybe, Kenya let her know that she had some information on her. But this chick is not, she should not be on this show. This is not a show for her. This girl is ratchet. She is ghetto. And I'm going to have to go with what Claudia said with regards to this girl because she is giving every bit of this right here. She's giving every bit of this right here.
Get all panties in a bunch, Britt. I don't like you on the show. I think you bring very much ghetto energy. I can't take your very nasally sounding nose, the way you talk. It's just like whoever did that, please open up those nasal passages. It's too much. Like, it's like, how does your husband's a saint? I don't like you anymore. The way you bucked him. How we are protecting Angela Oakley and all costs, by all means. Okay. The way Angela didn't even ask me anything that was negative or mean. She said, I'm a broker too. Like, how does that happen? And I did my research. Well, a little bit of research. There's a LinkedIn page for Britt in her company that she was doing her insurance stuff with, right? And I contacted a real estate agent and also someone that is in the mortgage brokerage business, Britt Eady. According to her LinkedIn page, she was with Allstate full time, and that was from January of 2020 to April of 2023, 3 years and 4 months. So it says that she's been done doing it. So I don't know if she lost her license from this incident or she just, I don't know. And I also talked to someone that said, I said, so can you lose your license is there like clauses for personal behavior and all that kind of stuff? Like, what do they call those?
Morality clauses.
Morality clauses. And my friend that did my loan said, no, there are strippers that do all kinds of OnlyFans, all that kind of stuff that have these licenses that they don't lose their job. So that is bullshit. They said she would lose her license for financial crimes, fraud, things of that matter. Not if, and think how fast it's happened, right? We are all just seeing the episode now. This happened when it happened. So you mean to tell me between that, the kenyamoore hair care event, and then a month later, your company knew about this big scandal that was at a private event and you lost your license? I think she's playing the victim card extra hard now. Like, she sees an opening. She tried to come for the queen in her mind. That didn't really pan out the way she thought. She got read down and made to look like erratic. So now let me play this victim card thing. And do you see how her mother was looking at it when she was telling her story? Her mother was looking at it like, then at the end, she realized, oh, I'm on TV. Yeah, that girl, because you're pretty. They hate on you because you're pretty, girl. But I look at her mother's face. Go back. Her mother was like, here we go again. That's what I got. That's what I got from that. But
to be fair.
So before you get all panties in a bunch, Britt, I don't like you on the show.
I have to agree with every word that Claudia said. And look, I'm not a Claudia fan either. I'm just going to keep it real. Like, I don't have to be a fan of somebody to say if what I, feel like if what they said was correct. Claudia said everything that I would have said This girl is playing victim. She is a fraud, and she's using this because we never knew who the hell Britt Eady was. And as a matter of fact, I feel like we still don't know who this hoe is.
Who this bitch is?
What is it?
So who is this hoe?
Who is this hoe, y'all? That is definitely my tagline. Who is this hoe? Britt Eady is her name, y'all. Listen, Britt Eady is her name, but one thing we don't know is who is this hoe.